We were having a revolution in basics, so he didn't seem to be for the revolution, so I presumed he was against it. And he said this, never disrespect Waluigi. Now, I found a loophole by changing my name to Waluigi, but anyways, that's not the point. Point is, since I can't disrespect him here, I'm gonna make a video, which was partly inspired by this video, not gonna lie, but haven't actually watched the full thing, so yeah. Alright, so a lot of the characters have the same stat as another character, and so the easiest way to make this roster better is by getting rid of duplicates and only leaving one left. So first up, Baby Peach and Baby Daisy both have the same stats. Now I think I'm pretty justified in this, since Baby Peach is a bit more well known than Baby Daisy, like, as its own character, in my opinion anyways. Next up is Lemmy and Rosalina. Baby Rosalina, in fact. I think this is an obvious one. He's Lemmy. What do you expect? One of the most iconic characters in this game. Next up is Baby Mario, Baby Luigi, Dry Bones, and the lightweight Mii. Now, the Mii itself is 3 different categories, so it's just taking up space, so we'll get rid of that. If we kept it in, it would take up too much space. So, Baby Mario, Baby Luigi, and Dry Bones. I think it's pretty obvious which one we keep. Dry Bones, most iconic one of the 3 of them, let's be honest, only one anyone knows. Now, next up is Toadette, Wendy, and Isabelle. Now, Isabelle ain't even in the right game, so yeah. And no one plays as Wendy, so Toadette stays. Next up, Koopa, Lakitu, Bowser Jr. all have the same stats. Now, Lakitu is busy at work, he doesn't get a day off, so for that reason he's out. And let's be honest, no one likes Bowser Jr. Next up is Toad, Shy Guy, and Larry. So as much as I would like Shy Guy to stay, Toadette is in the roster, and it doesn't make much sense having Toadette without Toad, as they're usually seen together whenever she makes an appearance. Next up is Cat, Peach, Girl Villager, and Girl Inkling all have the same stats. Now, 2 of them aren't even in the right game, so for that reason they're out. Next up is Peach, Daisy, and Yoshi. Now, one of them is very iconic and is needed for most of the dynamics for Mario Bros. Games. So for that reason, we're left with Yoshi. Who doesn't like this dinosaur? No one. Next up is Tanuki Mario, Boy Villager, and Boy Inkling. Now, again, 2 of them aren't in the right game, so they're out. Next up is Mario, Ludwig, and another Mii. Now the Mii's are already out of the game, so it's Mario and Ludwig. I mean, one of them's way more iconic than the other one, so for that reason, we're keeping them in. He's one of the best Kipplings. What can I say? Next up is Luigi and Iggy, who has the same stats. Luigi is way too iconic to not include him in this game. So next up is Metal Mario, which is also Gold Mario, or Pink Gold Peach. Now, I feel like it's kind of cheating when there's 2 characters in one, so for that reason, Pink Gold Peach gets it. Alright, so next up is Rosalina, Link, and Boo all have the same stats. Now, Link isn't even from this game, and there's 2 of them, so yeah. Next is Rosalina and King Boo. This one's pretty obvious. One of them is literally from one of the best 3D Mario games. The other, on the other hand, is extremely iconic, so we have to keep him in, unfortunately. Next up is the 3 meta characters, Waluigi, Donkey Kong, and Roy. I don't think it's any shock, but Waluigi's got to go immediately. Unfortunately for Roy, if he was up against some other character, he would most likely stay. However, Donkey Kong is literally Donkey Kong. You can't beat him. Next up is Wario and Dry Bowser. Now, in my opinion, it doesn't make much sense having Wario when there's no Mario to compete against them. As for that case, Dry Bowser, it is, you gotta keep a wee bit of consistency. Next up is the Me Again, which is already out, Bowser and Morton. Now, I think it's obvious, but Morton is way better than Bowser in all regards. And so there we have it. That's the roster. I'm going to see what people think about it. So I sent in my more reasonable roster into some guy's Discord, unrelated, but there was a few complaints. But the main thing I saw was that I should take away some of the characters there and add in different characters that's not in the game but would fit in better.
So we're gonna have to add characters now. First thing, Tanuki Mario. I don't think many people like him, so we're gonna change him. We want to change from someone that looks the same, a bit more respectable. I think this works. Alright, so next up, Cat Peach. Not many people seem to like her whenever I show the Discord, so we're gonna change her to one that they seem to like a bit more. Wiggler seems pretty good. We inadvertently turned King Boo into Boo, but I think that's more realistic, seeing who actually wins games as Boo. So, next up, Pink Gold Peach. Does anyone actually play as her? Possibly. However, not that cool of a character. So we're going to change it to a much cooler character. Rob. Right, lastly, Ludwig. He's one of the most irrelevant Koopalings. So we're going to change him to someone cool. Diddy Kong. I think this proves my point. Like, it's a pretty cool character. So yeah, that's the roster done, I guess.